So I'm going to be focused on transfer rumors making the rounds recently. Of course, you've been hearing some players that have moved already. Some players, their own case still they under children and seraphim. You see, they pray for them. So, starting with transfer rumors making the rounds is Brian Mbeumo of Brentford. Of course, you know Manchester United on the push for this guy for some days now. For the last 3 to 4 days, we've been hearing in the news that Manchester United are making a move for Brian Mbeumo. And this player right now don't talk say Manchester United na him top most priority. But the problem now is the transfer fee involved and the salary demands of Brian Mbeumo, a player that earns below £70,000 a week at Brentford. Now wants to go to Manchester United because everybody don't know say Manchester United na club wey you just go and cash in the money. Ejo, are you hearing me? From £70,000, and the young man is demanding for £250,000 a week, a whopping £250,000 a week, and his release clause is around £60 million. And Brentford are looking to frustrating Manchester United purchase of Brandon Mbeumo by trying to increase the transfer fee of this young man. A player that has £60 million release clause, but they're looking forward to increasing it to over 75 million pounds. That player I'm talking about is Victor Osimhen. Same fate is befalling him and that of Brandon Mbeumo. Their salary demands is kind of high. And this is the reason a lot of big European clubs know they come for Osimhen. Young man, this is a message to Victor Osimhen. I am your biggest fan in Nigeria. I might not be too loud about it, but this is an advice to you. You have proven yourself in various clubs, and you want to play Champions League football. That cuts down your wage demands and includes some kind of bonuses in your contract, performance-based bonuses, goals scored, number of assists given, and trophy won or personal awards if you win them. For example, you can include in your contract you want to be paid £1.5 million if you get 15 to 20 goals in one season. You can also include in your contract to get 500 to £1 million if you get up to 10 assists in a season. You can also include in your contract to get £1 million if you get to win either the African Best or get nominated or finish in the top 10 Ballon d'Or list for the season. You can also get to include in your contract £1 million or any amount agreed between you and your club to get that amount of money if you win the Champions League, Europa League, or the Conference League, depending on the competition you're playing for the season. Reduce your salary demands. We all want to see you play at top stage. They hear from you say Al Hilal, and they come for you. Young man, no. Yes, everybody wants to go for the money bags. Deep down, the money is mouth watering and very, very tempting. £600,000 every Friday, man. That's enough to convince the devil to give his life to Christ. Young man, please. This is a clarion call from one of your biggest fans. A clarion call from TRF Podcast. Do not go to Saudi Arabia now. Go to Europe. We want to see you play the Champions League. We want to see you win the Champions League, just like Kanu Nwankwo did, just like Mikel Obi did. We want to see you go and compete at this top level. Still in the transfer rumors making the round, of course, you know Florian Wirtz to Liverpool isn't a done deal yet. There are still rumors making the rounds that Bayern Leverkusen are trying to frustrate the buy of Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen to Liverpool. Liverpool offered £100 million, turned down by Bayern Leverkusen. They still want 140. Liverpool increased their bid to 110, turned it down. They still want their 140. And now Liverpool have increased their bid to £130 million, which is also going to match their demand. Can Liverpool get this man? And does Florian Wirtz worth this amount? £140 million. Man, that's huge. The young man is talented, no doubt. But that amount is way, way too on the high side. Liverpool. You have smaller options. Now, advice I dey give you no more corner this season. Because nobody expected you guys to win the league in your first season under a new manager and slot. Now, everybody go to expect you now to continue with this momentum come next season. If you fall short next season, I bet you Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, Manchester United fans, they are going to leak you dry. Do not fall short. Of course, another transfer rumors making the rounds recently is the move of Cesc Fabregas, coach of Como in Italy, to Inter Milan. And now the owners of Como FC have come out to tell owners of Inter Milan that this transfer is never going to happen, and they expect Inter Milan to kind of slow down the chase. Is it going to be possible? Of course, Inter Milan is a big club compared to Como. But after Simone Inzaghi left Inter Milan and pitched his tent with Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia some days ago, which I announced here on this platform, Inter Milan are looking forward to making a lot of changes in the team. They won't bring in only young players now. At the same time, they want a young coach. Of course, you know what Team Fabregas do with Como last season. A relatively young coach, an unknown team, what they did in the Italian Serie A this season. If you give this team enough funds, I bet you they will cause problem in the league. And of course, still in the Italian Serie A, transfer rumors making the rounds is that Inter Milan have joined the chase to purchase or acquire the signing of Rashford. Barcelona won't sign you. No, actually, he wants to sign for Barcelona because Barcelona are not even pushing for him. He's pushing himself for Barcelona. But that news has died down over some days now. The news making the rounds is that Inter Milan are pushing to make the signing of Manchester United Marcus Rashford for the sum of £45 million from Manchester United to Inter Milan. That's a good buy if you take into consideration the fact that a lot of English footballers moved from the EPA down to the Serie A and they were able to do well for themselves. The likes of Fikayo Tomori, Tammy Abraham, Loftus Cheek, and just recently Kyle Walker, who left Man City and went on loan to AC Milan, even though the deal to AC Milan wasn't made a permanent one. He's gone back to Man City and looking forward to completing a move out of Man City. Still in the transfer rumors making the rounds. Anthony, who was on loan from Manchester United to Real Betis, is on the transfer list of Bayern Leverkusen. Of course, you know his former coach, Eric Ten Hag, who pitched his tent to Bayern Leverkusen. He's looking forward to continuing his romance and bromance with his former player, who they both played at Ajax. Now he wants to bring him over to Bayern Leverkusen and continue with the magic. Will this transfer deal pull off? We don't know. Do ensure to like, comment, and share. God bless you as you do so. Goodbye.